All right, welcome back. First things first, as always, I'd like to thank everyone who subscribed so far. I do appreciate you guys, and if you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. I truly do appreciate it. Second of all, I want to say, fuck you, OBS. I just recorded this entire video and saved it. Come to find out, my OBS was glitching, and the entire video was slowed and glitching. So, here we are again. This is your 200 fast to cast rate, Arcane Sanctuary running Sorceress. Let's just get right into it. The stats, you want enough for your Spirit Monarch. I have a little extra because this is my secondary setup. I'm not going to use a token every time I want to change setups. Enough Vitality for 1,000 health. Enough. And then the rest is going to go into energy. As you can see, over 1,000 health, over 1,300 mana. Pretty good. 17k lightning damage, not too bad with the 200 fast cast rate setup. Got the 200 MF, I like to have that on all my builds. 142 fast hit recovery, that's exactly good enough for that breakpoint. And then exactly 200 fast to cast rate. The skill tree, pretty standard lightning setup. It's going to be 1 into frozen armor, 1 into warmth, 1 into teleport, max out lightning mastery, max out lightning and all its synergies, which is Nova, Charge Bolt, and Chain Lightning. The Merc, same Merc I always use, except I'm not using the Eth Thresher Obedience because he doesn't have to kill anything here. I just wanted a 17 meditation insight, and I already had one sitting on a mule. It's not even Eth, it doesn't matter what it is, you just need the 17 meditation because he's not going to be killing anything. For the armor and the helmet, you just want anything that's going to keep your Merc alive. This is a setup I use pretty much all the time. It's the Eth Up G Angel with the 15 IS all res jewel. Eth Up V Gaze with a 15 IS res jewel. I haven't had any problems with him dying here. It's only Act 2. Onto the character. She's rocking 2 spirits, 35 crystal sword, 35 monarch. As you can see, I have exactly 200 fast to cast rate, so if you want to copy this build, you're going to need these to be 35. There's no way around it. I got this VMAG guy the other day for 150 forum gold. Not too bad. It's perfect 35 res. It's already socketed with an IST, and it's already been upgraded. It'd be nice if I had over 1,000 defense, but it's close to it. Could have been worse. Could have been in the 800 defense. Still rocking the sexy circlet that I gambled. If you want to check that video out, I gambled it on my Goldfind Barb. It's got the 2 lightning skills, 20 fast cast rate, 27 mana, base 25 MF with 2 sockets, socketed with 2 P topaz for a total of 73 MF. Pretty good. I've got this 20 fast casting amulet. I actually crafted this myself on my last video if you want to check that one out. Crafting 100 amulets. It'd be nice if it had some source skills, but those are super expensive right now, so any fast caster amulet will do. It doesn't really matter the stats on it, you just need that important 20 fast to cast, right? Be able to rock Mage Fists on this build, because I don't need Cold Rest from the Trangs. Get that extra 1 skill into Warmth, and then an extra 25 mana regeneration, which is nice. For the rings, I'm still rocking this sexy ring that I found. It's a pretty important ring for this build. Got the 84 mana, 11 all res, 21 fire res, and as you can see, boom, I need at least 20 fire res, so that was pretty damn important. I'm rocking this ring. It's got 10 fast cast rate, 24 cold res, and 10 MF. I needed it for, you know, that just enough to get that max cold res, and then that 10 MF to get the 200. So yeah, it was biggest reason I'm using it is because it matches my other ring, but that cold res and the MF definitely helps. This charm is pretty important. You need an 8 fast to cast, an 8 fast hit recovery, large charm to get that 142 breakpoint, and I needed at least 5 more res to max my fire and poison. So yeah, I ended up getting this large charm and switching it out from my 8 fast hit recovery, 12 lightning res one I have on my main build. Still rocking the 19 res Druid Torch. Source Torches are still not cheap enough for me to pull the trigger on one. For the Grand Charms, 40 MF Geeds, 2 plain Lightning Scalers, 2 plain 15 all res, and 2 plain faster hit recoveries. For the Small Charms, I got 5 MF Small Charms. We got a 7, 7, 7, and then a 5 and a 3 to get exactly 200 MF. And then 11 Poison res, and 7 life, 11 fire res to max these out. On the Switch, I'm still rocking the one bow CTA and the Spirit. And as you can see, I've got my TPs in the belt because I want to have 2 keys here because I'm going to be popping chests in the Arcane Sanctuary. That is pretty much it. Enough talking. Let us get to the actual run. I like to start on this side, and your goal for this, for running the Arcane Sanctuary, is you want to kill all of these ghosts. Second goal is you want to pop every chest that you see, using your telekinesis, of course, because it's just a lot faster. From what I've read and from what I've seen in videos, you're killing these guys because they have a higher chance to drop runes than other monsters because they do not drop armor or weapons. Kill the summoner. Yeah, so if they're not dropping armors or weapons, from what I can tell, they've been dropping a lot of runes. I haven't dropped the high rune yet, but they've been dropping a lot of lower runes. And they drop a lot of gems, too. And then sometimes they'll be dropping jewels and charms. It's been pretty interesting. I've never really done Arcane Sanctuary runs, but I'm 30 runs into this 100 run video. And yeah, it's been pretty interesting. It'd be even more interesting if these guys would drop a high rune. I'm hoping for it, but so far not so good with the high runes. Make sure you keep your bow up. The important thing and annoying thing about doing this is you have to make sure these guys are over solid ground. Because if you kill them when they're over there like that, if you kill this guy, he's not going to drop anything in space. And another thing you can see, I'm pretty much one-shotting all these guys, which is pretty much the biggest reason I went with the 200 faster cast rate build, because there's no point in running the my main setup, which is the Crescent Moon setup. As you can see, boom, they're getting one shot. This is Act 2. It's nothing serious. So I'd rather have that 200 faster cast rate, 142 faster hit recovery, so I can teleport around with ease. Because as you can see, you're doing a lot of teleporting in these runs. I'm gonna pop these super chests. They have a chance to drop some high runes. As you can see, it's pretty smooth. I'm 30 runs in. I've been banging them out pretty quickly, and as you can see, you're covering a lot of ground here. And then you're gonna have different maps where you got stupid things like this, where it's harder to kill the ghost, so you got to get used to it. Gonna keep your bow up when you've got a cheap one bow CTA like me. Survivability is really no issue. The only thing I can say is, see, like these pack of hell clans, you don't want to teleport directly into the middle of them. I mean, you most likely will still live, but you still have a chance of dying if enough of them hit you at the same time. I'm picking up all runes that I get and all crafting materials just to get an idea of exactly what you're gonna get. And I'm also picking up all uniques just to get a full accounting of what actually dropped in these 100 runs. Gotta remember to use that telekinesis, because it's a hell of a lot faster. In the long run, you're gonna save yourself a lot of time. They like dropping a ton of runes, but just waiting for one of those runes to be a high rune. Even a mid rune would be nice at this point. Also dropping, see, a lot of jewels and a lot of charms. Pretty cool. Just want to make sure you're careful when you're identifying stuff. Oh, almost something there. 18 gold fine. That's pretty cool. 18 gold fine, large charm. Run number 30. I'm just saving all of my jewels just for the drop recap. I can see my bow went down. Back to the middle. Alright, last side. Clear this bitch up. If you do this enough, you start getting into a groove of popping those chests and killing guys, and making sure you're killing them over the ground. I say it's nice to do something different. Something I've been playing this game a long time, and I've never done Arcane Sanctuary runs. Alright, as you can see, we're coming up on the end. And you do not want to save and exit in the Arcane Sanctuary. You want to teleport quickly over here, telekinesis the waypoint, and go to Act 4. Because if you save and exit in the Arcane Sanctuary, it's going to start you in Act 2, and you're going to have to talk to Wareve, and you're going to have to go back to Act 1, and then it just takes way longer. Just use the waypoint, come to Act 5. It's such a small act. First thing I do is I come over to the chest, telekinesis the chest, unload all of your spoils. As you can see, I'm 30 runs in, and my stash is already filling up with lots of crafting materials. I'm going to use these gems to re-roll some Baelgran charms. And this is going to be I'm guessing my stash is going to be pretty filled after this. I'm going to end up just tossing a bunch of these runes, but I'm just keeping them for the recap to see exactly what dropped. After that, you want to come down here, talk to this bit, fill your potions and your scrolls back up, your keys, and you'll save and exit and go on to the next one. That is pretty much it. That is your sexy ass 200 faster cast rate Arcane Sanctuary running Sorceress. As you can see, I told you I'm 30 runs into my 100 run video, and so far so good. She runs it really smooth. Haven't had any really close calls with dying with me or my merc. So if anybody wants to try this, it's pretty cool. And hopefully I drop a high rune and make it all worth it. So hope y'all enjoyed this. My next video is going to be the 100 Arcane Sanctuary runs. I'm gonna release that on Thursday. I think I've now chosen a schedule. I'm gonna try and upload every Monday and every Thursday. Those are my best days to do that. Alright, once again, hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you on the next video.